Their problems.
Rain this week pushed them over the edge when water once again flooded right into their homes. And they called Local 12's Rich Jaffe for help. Rich joins us now from Royal Oaks with a story you will see only on Local 12. Rich.
Paula, we've been here many times before, and things like drug busts, housing problems, lots of issues here. And while this place has changed hands many times over the last few years, the problems just seem to keep getting worse. There's nothing regal about living in the Royal Oak apartments. Rhonda Frederick's unit is so soaked, when I pulled up the pad and carpet, it was literally wringing wet. It's the same way around the corner in her daughter's bedroom. Walls here are rotting and soft. It's been so wet in the apartment, Rhonda actually took pictures of mushrooms growing on the carpet.
I hadn't really paid attention until the one day I lifted something out of that extra room, and there was mushrooms growing.
When they ask management for help, Rhonda and others are told,
"There's no money, and there's nowhere to put us right now."
I contacted Pierce Township Administrator Tim Hirschner for some help. He looked at the bathroom ceiling in Rhonda's apartment and found it so soft from a leak it could collapse. Next door, Terry Page told us what happens in his apartment when it rains.
It floods my whole apartment. It goes into the dining room, and it goes all over. And it's dirty, nasty water.
Terry's bathroom ceiling recently collapsed, and water from his dishwasher backs up onto the floor. In front of the building, we found exposed wires where a lamppost used to be, and around the back of the building, a deck so full of holes it's just dangerous. This building has a section of wall falling down. Julie Smith says she has to sweep floodwater out of her apartment every time it rains.
The edge of my chest of drawers is turning black from the mold, but I do what I can to get it dried up as fast as I can.
The township administrator says this complex has had problems for years, and he plans to reach out to state, local, and possibly even federal agencies to try and fix this place.
It's talking to those different agencies and finding out what our rights are in solving the problem with the property owner. We'd like to be partners with them, as we have over the years, but the time has come that something has to happen.
I talked with the property manager here, and while she didn't want to talk with me on camera, she tells me that the owner of the property, Royal Oak Cal LLC, is in the process, apparently, of selling this place. We don't know if that's good news or bad news at this point. Tim Hirschner, the township administrator, got back to me this afternoon and told me the health department has indeed written orders on some of the issues here, and they will have to comply with those orders and fix those things by May 26th, or the owners could end up in court. We'll keep tabs on that. In Pierce Township, Rich Jaffe, Local 12 News. Paula?
But Rich, May 26th, when you look at something like exposed wires, a child could hurt themselves tonight on something like that.
Well, those are new issues that Tim took a look at, and I suspect there will be some slightly faster action in regards to those possibly emergency issues. You're exactly right. And the maintenance guys here put that red cone over the top of those things, but they tell me it's on a timer, and when what there is of the lighting here comes on in the evening, those lines get hot. So you're right, it's a very dangerous situation.
I'm glad they called you. Thank you, Rich. Well, if you need help with problems like this, try contacting your local health or building departments, or sometimes even the fire department. The number one thing you have to do is keep paying your rent. In some cases, it may help to put your rent into an escrow account, and for help on doing that, contact legal aid or an attorney.